Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Chakra Healings. Today's Thursday, September 19th. We'll do, just a quick little check-in. I want to bring some new things to the podcast. So we'll just do a little check-in, and I'll tell you about some new things that, like I said, I want to bring to the podcast. I hope everybody's having a great week. I know I did. Things have been really good. I feel like, we're in the Virgo season. It's been like a time for like motivation and changes. That's what the Virgo season brings. And I do feel that like within myself, I've started recently to make a lot of healthy changes. And something I always struggled with was staying consistent with those healthy changes. And now I'm really trying to do it right this time and stay consistent with the things that make me feel good in life, as everybody should do. I had a great summer. I hope you guys did as well. A lot of beach trips. Like I made a promise to myself this summer. I was going to do a lot of things, take my daughter to a lot of places and new experiences. And we did a lot of beach trips, going on my aunt's boat. So now I'm just preparing for fall. Can't wait for the fall festivals and haunted houses and hay rides. Ready to bring out the hoodies. So some new things real quick I just want to talk about that I'm going to bring to the podcast, make it more interesting. I want to start doing more polls, asking you guys more questions on YouTube. So I really would appreciate if everybody can get more involved. Like check my page out for like a poll. I put one up so far, but I plan to do more, and questions. And I would love to hear like topics that you guys want to talk about and bring it to the podcast. So some new things I want to start. I think a book club would be really cool, because as a child, reading was something I was so big into, and I used to read all the time. And so I'm trying to get back into that and bring that back into my life. The goal is to try to like read a new book every month. I am in Bible study, so I'm kind of like reading the Bible as well. But I want like books for myself. I love spiritual books, but like I love drama as well. So I'm trying to like mix it up, because I've been doing like a lot of spiritual book reading lately, which I love. But like I want to like do the fiction drama as well, and get as many book varieties as I can. So I'm going to start a book club, and each episode I will put up one new book that I'm either reading or I just purchased, because I heard a lot of good things about it, or ones that I've already read. And then also I want to I've started like a lot of like taking a lot of like vitamins that are really good for the body, and skincare products. I've gotten recommendations from my Now Girl. Shout out Jenny, love her. She's given me like a lot of good products to use for skincare. So like each episode I want to introduce you guys to a product that I use that's really been like helping and making changes into my skincare and overall health. And I'll definitely do an episode on skincare as well, and show you guys all the stuff I use and tell you what my daily skincare routine is and vitamin routine and stuff like that. It's really important to be taking vitamins right now, especially like with colds and stuff going around. And I fell off with that for a while. This time last year, I think it was, I was taking a lot of vitamins, and then I fell off with all of them, and I was only taking my daily multivitamin every day. And it's really important to take more than just that, like healthy supplements that are going to energize and make the body feel good. So we're definitely going to talk about that as well. I want to help whoever I can. So first of all, for today's episode, I thought a great topic to talk about is like letting go of the past. It's really important to let go of the past so we can enjoy our future, because when you're still holding on to the past, it's really hard to be in the present. So we're going to start off, as always, reading from my favorite book, one of them anyway, Thriving as an Empath, 365 Days of Self-Care for Sensitive People. So today's message, September 19th, make wise choices. Wow, this would have been great for last week's episode because it was about making better choices, but let's see what the universe has to tell us today. So the most informed decisions are based on multiple sources of wisdom, including intuition and logic. Sometimes you can request expert advice or logically analyze the pros and cons of a situation. This gives you a good sense of the positives and negatives to make the proper choice. In other cases, though, logic is insufficient. You've reviewed the same arguments many times and still a decision doesn't resonate. Now you must listen to your inner voice. It will reveal a deeper truth about where you stand. Does a job option feel right? Is a relationship a good match? Does a health treatment feel like the best intervention for your body? Instead of overthinking, notice what intuitive flashes arise. This may be a wave of goosebumps, a body knowing, or a moment of clarity. The answers will arrive when you are humble, patient, and sincere. Use the following affirmation as much as you like to gain more confidence in your choices. I am a strong, powerful person. I will honor my intuition. I will listen to logic. I will blend many sources of wisdom to make the right choices for my mind, body, and soul. So that's awesome, because it's funny, because that's another thing I want to do. Like, positive affirmations are so important. So I was thinking about like bringing that onto the podcast. Like, we'll start off saying like a couple positive affirmations for the day. So I definitely plan to do that in the next episode, but we kind of already started it now, and I will read them again. I am strong. I am a strong, powerful person. I will honor my intuition. I will listen to logic. I will blend many sources of wisdom to make the right choices for my mind, body, and soul. And then set your intention. I will make wise decisions that intuitively feel right. I will not force a choice because I am anxious or impatient. So love that. Great message. I felt like I needed to hear that as well. Let's get into it a little bit, and then I'll share one of my skincare recommendations and book recommendations for you guys. So letting go of the past, like I said, really, it can be hard. And I've learned this, like, reading, I know I've talked about this on other episodes, the book, The Four Agreements. It teaches us that, like, a human will literally punish themselves over and over again for years just for one mistake. And I think we sometimes forget that in life, we're supposed to make mistakes. You know, that's how we grow. It's all about how we learn from those mistakes and do something differently. And even if you make the same mistake more than once, you know, nobody's perfect. Sometimes you have to make that mistake 5 times, unfortunately, to learn your lesson from them. And as long as you're learning and growing, you know, that's what it's about. And it doesn't matter what you did in the past. It just matters what you're doing now. I always share that, like, in my groups. I know I've shared with you guys, I work in the mental health field at a counseling center, and when I run group, I always share that, like, you know, we are supposed to make mistakes in this life, and, you know, just do your best to do something different, and try. I know it's easier said than done, because for years, like, I sat in self-pity and sabotage, and, you know, I just wanted to keep crying about my past. Oh, I've been through this trauma, that life's not fair. It's not fair that I had to go through this. And I was keeping myself, like, living in that hell, like, with that mentality. And, you know, that's no way to live. I've made many mistakes in my past, and it doesn't define who I am today. You know, for so many years, and I still struggle with, like, worrying about what other people think of me, but, you know, for so many years, I hated myself because of the decisions I made and things I had done. And I'm learning, you know, to love myself again and realize that, like, any person can change at any moment. You could become a whole new you and do a complete 360 at any point in time. If you're messing up today, you can change everything tomorrow. We just have to, like, put in the work. Put in any and all of the work that you can to change your life. Figure out what your hobbies are. Figure out what makes you happy in life. And yeah, don't let the past define you. I did it please take it from me, because I did it for so many years. And you're literally just, like, you're making your life hell by doing that. And I did that for a very long time. I was just feeling so sorry for myself and the things that I went through and the choices I had made. And all of those things, I feel now, truly built me into who I am today. All those things I went through made me stronger. I went through those things. I went through the storm, and I found my way back out to the sunshine. Like, this has been, honestly, like, I used to have, like, depressive episodes and mental breakdowns, like, once a year. And so far, fingers crossed, this is the first year I felt like I haven't had one yet. And it's usually around this time that I would get them, like when the summer starts to end and it starts to get cold and we go into fall. And so far, so good. And that's because I'm making a lot of healthy changes in my life, and I've been doing a good job at staying consistent with those changes. So yeah, just for anybody out there, please don't let your past define you. Live in today and do what makes you happy, because life's too short not to do that. Life's too short for us to just live it just miserable and in the past or in a dark place. It's a horrible place to be, and I don't want anybody to ever feel that way that I did for a very long time, because I was just living in the past and just thinking that it was over. Like, I've already done too much damage, might as well keep screwing up and damaging my life because I'm not worthy of anything good. And that's not true at all. It doesn't matter what you've done. As long as you're truly remorseful for that situation and you're doing everything you can to change and get better, like, that's all you can do. And don't hold on to all those things, because eventually you'll be like me. You're just gonna break. Like, you can't hold on to all that. Like, we all do have to heal. Do whatever you need to do. Get into therapy, get into the gym, reach out to somebody, call your support networks. It's really important to not isolate and have people in your life that you can reach out to, or you're having a hard day, somebody you can pick up the phone and call. And that's what we're supposed to do in life. We're supposed to be there to help the next person. I think that's so important. And we're also, that's how the world should truly be. So it's sad that the world is so divided and there's so much chaos and war and fighting over politics and religion, and all these things are going on, and this isn't how it's supposed to be. We're all supposed to come together and help each other. That is how God would want it to be. And it's a shame that things aren't that way, but like, the very few of us who believe in that, we can do our best to be that light in somebody's life and to be that positive person, and not let the world and all the things going on brainwash or consume or get to us or bring us down, because we can't change any of that, right? We can only change what ourselves. We can't change what's out of our control. For so long I would let all that get to me, and it's like, what can I do? I can just be me and be my true self, and I can believe what I want to believe and just try to help people. So that is what I do now, and I do my best not to let what's going on in the outside affect me and what I'm doing in my life, because I want to live this life to the fullest. I want to die one day knowing that I did everything I loved in life. I followed my dreams, my goals, and I stayed consistent, and was a good role model and for my daughter. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. But yeah, I just thought like that was like a really, really important subject to touch up on, coming from somebody who struggled with that for a very long time. And there's still certain things that I struggle with letting go of, things that happened in the past, or once in a blue moon, like all of a sudden I'll have like some kind of nightmare or dream about it, and I'll feel like I'm reliving it. But then I just have to use my coping mechanisms when those times happen. Try to think of something else. Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. Think of a positive affirmation. Take a hot bath with some oils and Epsom salt and meditate. Whatever I can do to distract my mind. Go work out, watch a good TV show that I love, read a book, anything to distract my mind from the negative and retrain my brain to the positive, because that's what it really is about. We have to retrain our brains. We have to retrain our brains, to like stop living in self-pity and isolation. I know COVID did that for a lot of people as well. Isolating got big, but we have to push out of that, and you can do it. Anybody out there listening, if this is something you're struggling with, you can do it, you can change it. And once you start like forcing yourself to do those things, like work out, go for a walk, meditate, at first it's going to feel like a chore, like, oh, I don't want to do this, I just want to lay in my bed and just be depressed. But once about a week or two of doing it, a couple weeks, you'll really start to feel good again. You just have to like push through those first couple weeks that are going to be rough, and it's going to feel like you have to force yourself, but then eventually it's just going to come naturally and you're going to feel really good. So have a routine, have a healthy routine, stick to it, and don't let distractions, in the world or just whatever, like get to you. Just stay consistent and keep doing what you need to do to make yourself happy. But yeah, so I want to share with you guys a book for our first book club. So this is called The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, #1 New York Times bestseller. So I actually just received this the other day. I got it on Amazon. A girl at work told me about it because I was trying to, like I said, I've been reading a lot of spiritual books and I want to get into like some other stuff. So this was like, I made a Facebook post to get recommendations on good books, and a lot of people said this book. She's got 3 of them. This is the first one, and I'm just hearing a lot of good things. So I haven't read it yet, so I can't really like talk about it, but obviously I'm not going to tell you guys about it anyway because I want you to read it for yourselves first. But if anybody's looking for a new book recommendation, I did hear that this is really good, so check it out. And once I get done reading it, I will let you guys know what I think. And for skincare, if anybody needs a good face mask, my nail girl, yet again, shout out to Jenny, told me about these. It's called Dermal, and you can get like a big 12-pack or 24-pack on Amazon. That's where I get them. And it's like a Korean product, like a Korean face mask, and it comes with a bunch of different ones. And like I'm telling you, my skin's been glowing. I tried it. She recommended using one every night before you go to bed on top of like your other skincare routine, and then, wear this before you go to bed. I've been kind of, it's been more like every other day or every 3 days I'll do one, but eventually I would like to do it every day. But my skin's been pretty good, and I do have other products I use as well, so I try not to like overdo it with this, but I'm definitely at least every other night wear this. I wear it right before I go to bed, after I'm done all my other skincare stuff and shower and stuff like that. So I highly, highly recommend, guys. It's the best face mask I've ever used. I really like these a lot, and I will definitely keep buying these. But yeah, that's today's recommendations, and I hope you guys check it out, and I hope you see great results from it. And like I said, I think maybe like on the next episode I might want to do like a skincare routine episode and show you guys everything I use and how many times a day, like go over all the steps and stuff. I think that would be cool. So I definitely plan to do that on an episode soon. But anyway, guys, I have Bible study tonight and want to get some dinner. I definitely, like I said, I want to touch on vitamins too and talk about, because I've been taking a lot of good vitamins recently, and I've started kind of like eating healthier. I'm forcing myself to eat less carbs. My aunt told me about a really good routine, and I would love to share it with you guys. So definitely expect all that on the next episode. I'm going to give all the tips that I've been using into my life this year. Like I said, it's been the year of changes. Like I'm staying consistent with my podcast. You guys should definitely expect a new episode every week. The week before last, I did 2 episodes in a week, so that was cool because my friend Chloe came over and we did an episode. So check that out if you didn't yet. Yeah, definitely expect once a week, and if I have time for more, I will. But like I said, it's been the season of changes. Virgo should really be pushing people to push out of their comfort zones, do different things, find new hobbies and routines, and I've been seeing that going on a lot with like people around me, and it's really cool to see. So thank you, Virgo, for getting us motivated. I appreciate it. I've been seeing a lot of changes in myself, and I would just love to keep this motivation that I have now. Anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I hope you're having a great week. Thank you to all my supporters. If anybody has any questions or anything, please reach out. I've shared my Instagram with you guys. Love you all. Thanks for the support.